Are you all ready? The exciting story is about to begin. Siochaos' eyes sparkle, and his mouth slightly curves up. After a series of thrilling moments, Siochaos decides to say goodbye to the past, taking off his wish ring, ready for a new self. Meanwhile, Dongzai gets a reply from the master photographer, surprised to hear, "Your work is amazing." After that night, Dongzai secretly mailed the letter to the master. Seeing his efforts, Dongzai was deeply moved. At this moment, he decided not to bow to fate anymore, but his father, who was saving pennies, bought him a notebook as a graduation gift. When his father heard about Dongzai's dreams, he immediately interrupted. That's not a reliable thing, because back then, photography was not a hot career. Dongzai knelt before his father, declaring firmly, "Life might be a bit simpler, but I will be happy." Dongzai felt heartbroken at his father's disappointment. He just wanted to seek his own voice. "Come here. Go to the third store on Commercial Street and return the notebook. Go ahead and choose a camera you truly love. I'm entirely willing to lend a hand to your dreams." Siochaos finally got to attend the graduation interview, feeling super nervous. "How's your leg?" "I jumped off a building before. You can't threaten me." After hearing Siochaos' situation, the interviewer said, "You're so direct. You could pick a better reason, but I'll still give you a chance if you adjust." Siochaos firmly replied, "It was only after my leg injury that I realized I could stand on my own. I am who I am, no need for disguises." Although I can tell I'm a bit displeased, he turned and left. However, the interviewer said, "Just now was a test. The company needs genuine people like you, not phony followers. Congratulations, you're hired." After returning to school, I searched all around for Dongzai to have a good celebration. Dongzai helped Siochaos in the wheelchair, gazing gratefully at this brother who changed his fate, both teary-eyed. "Do you still recall the exact moment when we first met?" "Absolutely. That was truly an epic moment. Back then, we were so pure. Time flies, and the years are like a song. That scene transformed our entire lives, with precious memories accompanying us as we grew." He said they'd shave off their beards once they got jobs, and look at you now. You're the one in the spotlight. I stand tall. I'm not afraid to lose my beard. Looking at his former self, he decided to stop Siochaos' graduation plans. But what he didn't know was that there was a traitor nearby. The next night, Kyuhyun actually stole her father's office key. She informed them that her father personally set the questions, making the exam tougher. Dongzai snuck into the office, searching high and low, but couldn't find the exam papers. So he called Kyuhyun. Kyuhyun found the test papers, but just then, the principal burst in. He picked up the test paper from the floor, pointing at Dongzai angrily. "You three are getting expelled immediately." Heaven above, unfairly exposing the test paper, Kyuhyun stormed out after her father's scolding. But at that moment, her sister suddenly went into labor. The three brothers rushed to the school through heavy rain and wind just to find Kyuhyun's sister. The rain was so heavy that they couldn't drive at all, and the principal was angrily calling the ambulance. They carried Kyuhyun's sister to the school, ready to follow the video instructions. "We must use a vacuum to get the baby out, otherwise both child and mother are at risk." But where can we find a vacuum with such heavy rain? At this moment, Dongzai had a brilliant idea. "We'll find a vacuum cleaner and have the classmates disassemble all the battery packs." He made a simple vacuum using a vacuum cleaner and successfully delivered the baby. Even the principal was amazed. The principal was moved to tears, and all worked together for the child's safe birth. But at that moment, I noticed Dongzai quietly left with his bag. The principal immediately chased after him, saying, "We're not done yet. On the first day of school, you asked me if astronauts could use pencils. Because pencils break. Pencils can hurt astronauts. You were wrong." After 4 years, all their grievances disappeared. This moment was filled with laughter and joy, but Dongzai couldn't feel happiness. Even with the spotlight on him at this moment, Wai felt that this identity no longer belonged to him. He quietly stepped back from the crowd and disappeared from everyone's sight. 6 years later, Donda suddenly received a call from Jane Tianlei. She said she found Wai, and Donda was so excited that he pretended to faint and got sent off the Saokeo. Hearing the news, was too excited to put on pants, and they rushed to the rooftop. They couldn't find Wai. Meanwhile, Jane Tianlei gloatingly took out her new luxury items. Today is the very day that marks 10 years since Jane Tianlei and Wai made a bet with love.